Hi.
Hey.
About the cable car. Question, what was it again that we needed that key for?
We need the master key to get the cable car running in the first place. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I was just about to ask. About the cable car. What was the problem with the power line again?
We have to fix the high voltage power cord in order to get the cable car running. If you touch it, it will fry your synapses. We still have to reconnect the loose ends somehow. Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I was just about to ask. I wonder what interest the burglar has in my paper.
Presumably not the brightest candle on the cake. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer though. And just saying, the public transportation around here? Germany is a mess.
Why Truberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little weird, don't you think?
I was given a warm welcome, though.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
A while longer? In New York City?
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Katahdin and so on. Then Canada and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting. Uh-huh. So. Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
Danger. High voltage. This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. Hello? Anybody there? What was that?
You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Small ads, postings, announcements.
They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle.
Exciting. Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. Locked.
Hey, please don't stand there.
There's something funny about that clock. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash.
This can must have fallen off the table. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think?
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with him. Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
Would you wrap up the whole story in detail for me again?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it. They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Trude, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers!
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you so very much. I was hardly able to focus on anything else but this cursed wobblery.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
The name is Baron Otto Titan von Truberbrook Sülz.
Tannhauser, pleased to meet you.
Please, come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well say so. I put all my life's work into the well-being and prosperity of Truberbrook. I once was the owner of both, the mines and the cable car. That's all history now.
Do you have any friends or family?
My spouse left me for good, and my beloved Truberbrook is slowly going down the drain. Only Claus remained loyal to me all these years. Alas, now even he has disappeared.
Who is Claus?
Claus is my tomcat, an angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished, without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
Was Claus abducted?
I don't know. Claus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared, without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you. It's just awful.
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well say so. I put all my life's work into the well-being and prosperity of Truberbrook. I once was the owner of both, the mines and the cable car. That's all history now.
What kind of a strange place is this?
Well, you should know. This used to be one of the most beautiful spots on the face of the planet. The fair and the fortunate came here for treatment. Travelers and tourists of all fashion. Citizens that weren't occupied in the tourism business found work in the mines. But it's all over now.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me, but I need to be on my own now. I need some rest to mourn for Claus.
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me. This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons.
I can't get close enough. Oh my. It looks desperate. I can't get close enough. I can't get close enough.
We know well enough that cats like to climb. Unfortunately, their bodies seem to be designed for climbing upwards only. Anyway, Beverly, I've spotted a gigantic red tabby in a tree, which, on closer inspection, could in fact also be more like a fox. Assistance may be required. I'll just try luring the cat down with a mating call. Meow. Meow. No reaction. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. A beautiful, healthy tree. Acer platanus, the sycamore maple. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. Locked. Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though. Hey. She's almost in a trance.
Hey, you are blocking the screen.
Hey. She's almost in a trance.
Could you step aside, please? Go away there, please. Please don't stand there.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
You bet I am. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Close. Omega 4. That's right next to it.
So you know the place.
You bet I do.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
Sorry, I'm just an ordinary space pilot.
Oh, okay. Don't be sad. Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rulans into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
I can make incredible amounts of candy disappear.
I can do that too.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Well, after all, I'm not originally from Earth. I'm a Berlin alien, remember?
Right. But then, how can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
Look at all these beautiful people. Must be some kind of ancestral gallery. Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. I'm not tired. This muddle of spots and drips is probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know. No. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Just a hanger. Empty. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it.
We don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry. Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth.
Oh, thanks. For me?
I found it under the bed.
And now you want to, let's say, pawn this device in exchange for a fishing rod?
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
There's something funny about that clock.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
Please, come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
Do you have any friends or family?
My spouse left me for good, and my beloved Truberbrook is slowly going down the drain. Only Claus remained loyal to me all these years. Alas, now even he has disappeared.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me. I need some...
Please excuse me.
The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff?
There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlachte Platte, Pothoeke, Tote Oma.
Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood.
Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. Locked. Truberbrook, County of Brokenlanda, 1 kilometer, or 0.621371 miles. Soft as a feather. Good idea. I only need some bait. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. I wonder what that is. I have to insert a coin first. I met a woman named Gretchen in Truberbrook. She is a fellow scientist. Gretchen studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand?
It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
Time waits for no man, not even in Truberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line. Locked. Hi.
Hey!
I just wanted to say hi.
All right.
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department.
I don't want to take this with me.
I've already made an entry.
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there.
Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlock for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes.